two, one, recording. All right. So, welcome to the first annual episode of the No Worries Podcast. I'm your host, Marcus Hill, my man Jason. Say what up to the people, Jason.
What's up to the people?
Yeah, that's my man. He's hella cheeky. He gonna say whatever the hell. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now. We come in 100% unedited. We're not worried about YouTube monetization or anything. We just here to speak our piece. We ain't worried about y'all's. But if you do want to get in contact with us, here's how you can do so. You can simply hit us on YouTube in the comments. We do read them. And in the description bar below, I will put down, my personal email. So, since we're going to be talking, we might as well be talking about something that y'all want to talk about or y'all want to hear about, rather. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and get it started with a little bit of music. So let me go ahead and hit the sounds right quick. Keep it smooth with Anderson .Paak. And as the music plays, we can go ahead and get started. So, what you been up to in this quarantine, brother?
Dealing with the family, man.
Now, is it more of a situation where you stuck in the house, or it's like, of course, being a parent, I know you happy to be with your family and everything, but like, is it kind of like, are you like, I wish my kids was in school, or is you on that, I'm glad they're home stuff?
Half and half.
You said half and half?
Like the wife, next one just.
Hold on 1 second. Let me bring you down some, because apparently the music, no, not bring you down, bring the music down a little bit. All right, go ahead.
I was saying that it's half and half. It's more or less 1 minute, it's cool them being at home and stuff. Next minute, I want them at school and at work, my nerves. But I appreciate, them being here nonetheless.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know me. I ain't got no woman and I ain't got no children, even though I got a bunch of nieces in this house that swear to God I'm they dada.
Yeah.
I ain't had no children. I would like some.
Lucky ones, I guess.
You call it lucky. I don't know what I call it, but single. It's like Chris Rock said way back when. You either married and bored or you single and lonely. Ain't no happiness nowhere.
You won't be single for much longer, but the issue is that at least you got the chance to save and get money and make a foundation for preparation for the family versus me and somebody else who have that privilege.
Yeah, I guess I understand what you mean. At the same time, it is what it is. I'm cool either way. I'm used to being single. They don't make it no easier, no more fun, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
I feel you.
So during this quarantine, when you're not with the family and everything, what you doing to keep yourself busy? Because I can tell you right now, you know me. I'm a little bit of a bookworm, but I'm still a comic book kind of guy. So, I got my little Dragon Ball Z Super. The Dragon Ball Super books that I already read through, and of course, I read my business books for dummies. Because college dropout and whatnot. Other than that, I'm just trying to stay out the way. I'm only male in a house full of women, and we ain't even got a dog. Like my best friend, aside from yourself, that I see every day right now is my neighbor's dog. They just got a puppy. So that's the best I can do right now during this time. What about you?
Well, I mean, on my spare time, when the kids, I'm not, because right now, I'm doing things right on the kids at home. So all the parents have to, kind of assist with the teaching.
Yeah,
So if we're not doing the little FaceTime thing with the teachers and stuff, we on the sidelines, going through the work with them. So on my spare time, aside from that, I'll be watching what I plan to watch, previously, all the seasons or something I may have missed. And, I might be doing what you were talking about as far as like reading comic books or going over some lore or something like that. Or, you know, pretty
yeah, I
much
feel you.
doing
I mean, oh, real quick. By the way, this is not sponsored in any way, shape, form, or fashion by any of the labels or brands I might bring up. Though I would not mind a sponsorship every now and again. It would be nice because I got nothing but good things to say about these things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a
overtime.
hella sellout.
Oh,
Whole ass sellout, bruh. Nigga, what? Cheez Its,
Wrong.
Huawei, High Chew, my nigga, Palm Wonderful? Shit. hey,
Look, don't
hey,
sell out for so much. Like I said, you got to do the dudes head things around the family. And people ain't going to miss for so much. But,
hey, bro. Like, I mean, you know me. I'm not really about money, but hey,
you need to money.
hey, look, if they throwing the money, I'm definitely gonna put my hand up to catch it. I'm be real with you. I'm not gonna. I mean, the only ones I ain't gonna say yes to are the ones that's trying to, make me seem like a jigaboo. But I ain't finna do all that. I still got principles. I got principles, damn it.
And I think,
But yeah,
like, I've been on, like I guess doing stuff with Instagram or whatever, like more so responding to messages. But ironically, for somebody that doesn't post as much on Instagram, by the way, you can find me on Instagram as a Vicious Thought. But for the peoples out there, but for some odd reason, I don't know. I've been getting a lot of messages from people. I don't either people I knew from in the past or whatever. I don't know, but or random ass messages. I guess trying to take me from away, if you will.
I
But
feel you.
fun.
I mean, yeah, but by the way,
I
you can
don't even
also
post
catch me
that
on
much, bro.
Instagram as well. Y'all can catch me on Instagram as well at Marcus.comedy. I do respond to all my messages because I ain't doing nothing else anyway, and my phone is in my hand like 99% of the time, even when the bitch is charging. So whatever, you know what I'm saying? I holler back at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it seemed like during this time period, everybody's like, if you ain't talking about the COVID-19, you making fun of the COVID-19 or the people who's wearing the masks during this time period because they don't realize that those are surgical masks that's meant to stop, blood splatter from getting on the doctors and whatnot, But
But what's funny though about those masks, they're not even the best ones.
yeah, they're not, and everyone's misusing them too. I mean, but like yeah, like what I've been doing lately here at the house is oh, by the way, real quick, sorry, I keep on sidebarring, but my big speaker, it didn't die. I mean, it decharged, but um it's back. It's back. I'm not using it right now because I've already got the other one hooked up, but the sound quality will be a little bit better next time we do this on the next episode. Because I got my baby back. It just needed a little bit of it needed a little bit of TNA, little R&R. You know
What
what
you
I'm
do,
saying?
Frankenstein that joint?
Huh?
What you do, Frankenstein that joint?
Nah, actually, because my laptop decided it wanted to go on hiatus last night. So
Yeah. I remember
yeah,
you telling me that.
yeah, the power decided it wanted to shut itself off after the update, which I forgot that I had my Bluetooth speaker charging on the laptop. So when the laptop decided to turn its power off, anything plugged up to it kind of didn't get no charge neither. So it just gradually powered itself down last night. So I went ahead and plugged it up to the PlayStation, and we back. We back. We strong too. We strong. But don't even worry about it. I got
I feel,
that. I got that on lock.
after all this is over with, I'll probably come to your house via driving. I'll be driving.
That's what's up,
But
bro.
exactly. I'm just trying to get my own car.
I
Want
feel
to
you.
make sure, want to make sure the kids and their mom got, you know what I'm saying, got a car. So
Yeah,
I don't want to take that from them.
yeah, I feel you. I mean, because since they're supposed to be doing a stimulus package, whenever if it's gonna happen, I don't know. I don't believe having shit to come out of 45's mouth.
It ain't gonna be that much. Did you hear what Canada's stimulus package is?
Who's Canada?
Canada's package is $2,000 off the break. When we get 1,200, like what?
I mean, you might get more though, because you and Angie, your taxes last year, and y'all got two kids, so y'all might get a little more than the average. But like me, I might not get shit because I've been broke as hell. I haven't made enough in the last 2 years to
Bro, you
file.
might get more than us the whole time while you bullshit.
Nah, I'm dead serious though. It's like the thing is like, all right, so I haven't filed taxes since 2017. So, because I haven't made enough to actually file, like I'm so how much I make is so far below the poverty
Yeah,
level
but they're
that I
gonna
can't
use your
file,
stuff, bro. They're
huh?
gonna use your stuff. They're gonna use your stuff. Because
They,
basically, the way it goes is the less you make, the more I guess you're gonna get.
but
And
see,
expect.
that's if you file though. Like that, if you file and they have that on record, and like double time because they already got it. But if you file it that way and it matches what they have, then you stand to get most of
So,
whatever you paid
so you
back. But
didn't do
I
your
haven't made
taxes.
enough, and I didn't file for 2 years.
You didn't do your taxes 2018
Nah,
at all.
I didn't file enough to actually file. Like the amount I made in 2018, like I didn't have to file. It didn't make any sense for me to file because I wasn't gonna get anything back anyway. Because because that year most of the money that I made was damn near untaxed. I wouldn't have got anything
Mm.
back. Like if anything, I would have ended up owing state, and state would have took that money, and I'd end up owing them out of my pocket.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, like I may or may not get anything at all. Now, if they go as far back as 2017, now I will get something, but right now I'm kind of up in the air. You know what I'm saying? But like in general, if I got something, it would be $1,200, which I ain't mad at because I gotta make decisions. Am I gonna fix my credit, which ain't that hard, but it takes up most of the money, or am I gonna go ahead and say F it and get me a car? Because I haven't had a car in not over, but like in almost 2 years, I haven't had a car because I had to sell mine. Remember? So,
I mean, that'd be your best bet, bro. You'd be more keen to more opportunities for employment. So,
yeah, and that's the thing I had to tell them.
God,
Like like when I sold the car and they were still trying to tell me how much I owed on it, I said I'm not giving y'all no motherfucking red cent. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. Just in order to get y'all off my back, I had to sell the car, and I was using the car to make money to pay for the damn car. So like I was stressed out. I said, fuck it. I'm gonna sell this bitch. I'm gonna give y'all a lump sum and y'all can leave me alone. And they took me to court. And I told them, when I got rid of that car, my employment like dropped all the way off. I haven't been able to get a car. I haven't been able to get a job steadily because I can't. I don't have transportation. And ain't nobody trying to hire somebody who's not only probably overqualified but does not have reliable transportation. Ain't nobody finna waste time with me that way. So I've been hustling since then. So I've been hustling for the last 2 years, doing whatever I can, whenever I can, and it just really ain't been enough for me to file. I mean, it'd be a waste of time and effort for everybody. And the government be
but
wasting time too.
Don't Uber, don't they offer you a car and insurance or whatever?
They have their own insurance. They give you a car, but you got to pay for it week to week. So it basically it's like a slave labor thing. They're gonna give you this car, but you got to drive this car for them, or not even necessarily for them. You got to make sure you're getting their money every week, and it's not a little bit. It's not like it's $125.
How much is the one they call is like two something?
Like per week, it's like somewhere between $200 and $500 per week. So it basically locks you in to have to drive for them. Yeah. It basically locks you in. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I am not about slave labor because I'm not. You know me, son. I read contracts, nigga. I write contracts. Shit, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the one, bro. Like since you already know, since I was a little kid, man, my mom would bring her work home from the job, and she would have me proofreading her shit as a child, making sure that she didn't fuck up or making sure that she didn't miss a loophole. So I'm accustomed to this, dog. I mean, shit. I've been doing that since I was 8 years old.
I feel
So I mean that's just what it is. I mean, like like right now I'm sitting up here looking and I'm looking at my stash. I'm, bruh, I'm out of sparkling water. I'm on my last bottle of palm juice. I ain't got no more Fiji, and all I got left to eat is cereal. Nigga, I'm finna be starving if we don't get some damn groceries up in here.
you. Mine piling up, bro. Almost every day, bro. I just keep going to the store for no reason, and then the food get bad quick, and then she packs so much, right? That
Mhm.
the food doesn't even refrigerate properly. You know what I'm saying? Then it go bad fast. Like I'm like, save your money and like go to the grocery store when we need to. Something like this shit is irritating.
I feel you. Trust me. I mean, like for real. Like so, I told you before about my current job. They's basically gonna lay me off because I haven't been there in like a month. But that's not my problem. I mean, that's not my fault because, of course, I had surgery. But even when I was healthy enough to come back, I was talking to my boss at that time because she got fired since then. She wasn't responding, so I can come back and be back on the schedule. So now, then I'm in a situation where I have to wait to talk to my doctor, get a full release form, send that to both the insurance agency with the job, and I got to send it to HR just so that they'll let me back onto the schedule. So they have a choice; they can either let me go, or I could do all that and then still run the risk of them letting me go. I'm thinking to myself like, for real, I don't even plan on staying with them after this anyway. I mean, like, cause me, I'm finna try to get, I'm finna get my Class B license and try to move on and be a school bus job, as a school bus driver. I mean, even though I don't like kids all that much, I ain't gonna kill them with the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
I mean, like that's good money. I mean, it's not great money, but it's good money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, man. It's funny too.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, in any case, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been thinking about doing something for a minute, which would be this podcast. Not only was I thinking about it, but I had to find the right formula that would work for me and everything we got going on here. And I needed to find the perfect co-host. And I was like, well, I already know Jason is down for this, but I had other people interested as well. And I didn't want to interrupt you for no reasons because you know what I'm saying. I never know when you're gonna be available. I never know what's going on in your life at all times. Sometimes things change. I was like, I got to make sure that whoever's going to do this with me is going to be there. And I was like, you know what? Batter up. First up, my man Jason, he gets first swing at all times because, my man, 100 grand. And the thing is, I was like, you know what? Everybody's complaining about there's this whole quarantine thing, but I'm like, you know what? This is a good time to get started. Like, I may not have the patents and everything. I might not have, everything I need necessarily, but I can at least build up my audience while I'm doing this, and you know what I'm saying, like get used to not only being on camera but talking into the mic. You feel me?
Well, that's the thing. Like, are you even on camera right now, bro?
Yeah, yeah. I'm recording right now for YouTube, so I'm gonna try to have this on all platforms. Like the way I'm trying to do this, I'm building up real small and. Like I'm starting from ground zero, so like basically, like I'm doing this old school style. Like I'm doing YouTube while at the same time I'm starting off without monetization, which is why the music is cool. Because while I don't own any of the rights to the music that I'm using, I'm not monetizing this either, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, don't like later on. Don't even worry about that because like soon I'm planning to get my publishing license or whatever. So,
All right.
but the thing is, like, we gonna be making our own music, right? Don't even worry about that.
Hey, hey, look, you already know, man. The only I've known for the longest time, like I can have jobs and I can work for certain companies, but overall, I gotta own my own shit. Like I gotta have full control because if I don't, it's just a waste of my time and anyone else who's involved. Because I'm not gonna give it my best if I feel like I'm being, like if I feel constrained, I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. If I feel confined
No,
to
you're right.
somebody else's rules,
That's one of the right words for you.
yeah, I mean,
Constraint. Man,
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I feel confined or I feel like something is limiting me and it's not myself, it's gonna be a problem. Like the reason getting into this took so long is because, you know what I'm saying, I needed to find it within myself. Like, first off, I've heard my own voice before. I can't stand the sound of my own voice, but I thought about that for a second. Most dudes you hear on the radio, most dudes that do podcasts, shit, hell, most music artists, a lot of them hate the sound of their own voice too. So that's some,
do you think
that's some common
Mike
shit.
Tyson like his voice, bro?
Say what?
You think Mike Tyson like his voice, bro?
I don't think Mike Tyson cared for real, because that's the baddest man, bro. Come on, man.
Like
Like,
I don't think he look nah, bro. Look. Think like Granny, like you know what I'm saying. He don't care to a certain degree, but he care, bro. There's some things
I,
he don't
I,
like about himself, and I guarantee you, his voice got to be one of them. Like he got a bomb ass podcast too.
yeah,
Like you know,
I've heard it. I've
he's
heard
one of
it
my
too.
favorite. He's like, if not my favorite boxer, one of my favorite boxers, bro. Like he
I'm
don't
be
care
I'm
who
be
you
real
talk
with you
about.
though. I'm be real with you though. I think the only reason I feel like Mike Tyson don't care about the sound of his voice is because, I mean, why would you care? Like if somebody had the balls, like I don't know about you, but I don't have the balls to stand up to Mike Tyson and make fun of his voice, because I feel like that'd be the last thing I
But
ever
see,
said
there's
in
niggas
my
that
life.
do though, son. That's the thing.
He would shit on me, dog. Like I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna tell you right now, Mike Tyson would absolutely shit on me. Nigga, I would shit myself for just thinking about it in his presence. Should I make fun of his voice? No. As a
But
comedian, I could say
this the
no.
thing though, right?
Huh?
This the thing. There's niggas that do make fun of his voice, and he's conscious about that shit.
I mean, he's
Like you
conscious
know,
about it, but they're not doing that shit
but
directly in front of him. I wouldn't have the balls to do that. If I knew he was in the
right,
crowd, I'm not making no Tyson jokes tonight. Fuck a bunch of that. That nigga gonna be waiting for me outside, and I got a life I want to live, cuz.
like that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta respect that man. He put his work in, bro.
I mean,
He put that
absolutely.
work
I
in.
mean, I mean, I mean, the only thing is like, I'm like your average Joe when it comes to like, situations of being in front of people. So like, I guarantee you, if me and Mike Tyson was sitting there talking to each other, and he started talking, and I heard that lisp along with that tiny voice, I would probably start with a lisp too, just to make him not feel bad. And like just unconsciously, I would do that shit, and I'd probably be in a
But
coma
that'd
the
be
next three
that'd be
months.
kind of insulting, you asshole. He'll catch on to that shit.
I know he would. That's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I would do that shit, but I would be in a coma for the next 3 to 5 months.
But you know what? Though? To me, he sounds intelligent. I mean, in my opinion, because he speaks very like articulate, like very proper. I don't know if people catch it, but I mean, he sound like what I'm saying. He sound like he's from the hood or whatever. He sound like a little New York nigga and shit. But
I mean, yeah, but see, I'm that asshole who will look up to him and say, "Hey, real quick, Sal, I need you to say this for me. Say she sells by the seashore," and I would die
I
laughing,
hate
dog.
myself. Everybody should hate you with me for you. So listen. I give like granted, like I wouldn't pick his voice to play Darth Vader versus fucking James Earl Jones. I'm not gonna sit up there. I'm not gonna sit up there and try to scrap with this motherfucker. Hell no. Which brings me to my question, bro. I posed this question to a couple of people. I was like, and there's no money included, but you gotta pick, or they're gonna shoot you smooth in the head. The same spot that Tyson's gonna hit you in
Okay.
is where you're gonna get shot at. So you gotta choose between punting the hell out of a baby or get knocked out by Tyson with brass knuckles, smooth in the temple.
Oh, you want me to answer? I'm punting the shit out of that baby, man. That's a field. That's a drop kick in the NFL. That's 3 points, cuz. That baby got to go. I'm sorry. I value my life and memory, son. I don't have time to be in a coma. All right. Whoever's baby, you can make another baby.
Even if there was money involved, you would take the baby anyway.
Like, okay, how much money we talking about?
It wouldn't be no bullshit money. It had to be like a million, like in the millions of millions, right?
Okay. Okay. So, all right. So let's throw some money into it. All right. Okay. All right. So I get money if I get knocked out by Tyson, but if if I punt the baby, I don't get nothing.
Hell no, you ain't getting shit.
I'm gonna be real with you, cuz Mike Tyson might just kill me with one shot. I might have to still kick that baby.
That That's what I'm saying. Like
I might still have to kick that baby because there's a good chance that if Mike hit me in the wrong spot or I take it the wrong way, I might not ever get that money.
You forget it's with brass knuckles, bro.
I know. I'm like brass knuckles, but if I survive, I get $1 billion. But if I kick that baby, I'm gonna live.
A hit alone without brass knuckles, Mike Tyson, you gonna get knocked out.
Nigga, that's a coma.
You're gonna be a vegetable.
Nigga, that's an instant coma without knuckles. Without brass knuckles, that's an instant coma, son.
You're gonna die, or you're gonna be a vegetable. So this is like, if you think about the brass knuckles.
A shot to the face from Tyson without the brass knuckles. Nigga, I just lost the last 30. I'm only 32. I've lost the last 28 years of my memory. That shit is gone. Nigga, my brain is mush.
Nigga, 20 years of your memory, including fucking sight loss for one eye. The whole left side dysfunctional. Nigga, no. I'm not feeling that.
I feel you. I'm like, I mean, $1 billion is a lot of money. But that baby gotta go. I'm sorry. Like, I kissed the baby before I kick it. Does that make up for it? Does that make it any better? I talk to the baby's parents. Can you make another one?
Because would it make it any better if you could choose the baby?
Yeah. That makes me feel a little bit better about kicking the baby. Because if it's a baby I really don't like, then yeah, I feel better about it. If I could choose the baby. Oh, hold on, real quick. By the way, out there, listeners and viewers, y'all know good and well some of these babies is ugly and they bad as hell. So you know damn well if you had a chance, you would kick the shit out of baby as opposed to taking a shot to the face by Tyson with the knuckles on. Don't be judging me. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, good. I was about to say you got one of the hillbilly babies that look like the baby off the Passion Christ.
Oh, one of them inbred jumps. Oh yeah, that jump got to go, nigga. I might do the 8-town. I might do the 8-town stomp on that jump. I don't know, bro.
That's gonna have to be a blood sacrifice. Sorry.
Exactly, a blood sacrifice. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Sacrifice that jump for the good of everybody else.
That'll be the pun of an Illuminati hit. Like, never seen, man. I swear.
Is that we require one blood sacrifice? Is that will you take this baby that nobody wants anyway?
They say virgin. They say what kind?
Exactly. It's a virgin sacrifice. It gets no better than this hillbilly, ugly ass, whatever. Take this thing. Trust me, it ain't having sex. If you let it grow, it ain't having no sex neither. Don't worry about that.
Trust me, nobody's wanting to be near this thing as it grows. We're going to hell in a handbasket after this shit. You know that.
Nigga, I accepted that shit a long time ago, bro. I got a gasoline thong on and the slide is prepped already. Nigga, the devil been waiting for me for the longest time. It don't even matter no more.
Oh yeah, shout out to Phil with the family.
Oh yeah, man. We did recently just lose a legend, man. And I mean, now wasn't expecting that, man. But I will say this, man. I will say rest in power. That man lived a long, illustrious life. And though he's not with us anymore, his music will live on eternally. So we ain't got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
You're going to have at least 3 to 4 pieces of music in his on your playlist.
Oh, you better believe it. Man, I'm going to have him on there like I got Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, man.
Tell him what's wrong with him. No. Marvin say, what's going on? I'm gonna tell you what's going on. I got classics. We got classics.
I think that Bill Withers' death is one death that I can truly say it wasn't a hit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah,
like, you know, like even though you're gonna miss him and you didn't expect it, it's like it didn't hurt as much because he lived a long life and it wasn't like something happened to him tragic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it wasn't like no Michael Jackson, Prince type death or Whitney Houston type death. We knew it was a hit.
Yeah.
Thing. And I said it out there for everybody here. Those are hits. My fault.
It's all good. Hey, look, the way Mike went didn't make no sense. Whitney, I still feel like Whitney was a blood sacrifice herself because even though everybody talks about the drugs and everything, man, drugs be damn, man.
Get off them drugs.
Exactly, man. Drugs be damn, man. Like I know everybody seen her last TV performance before she died. She looked a goddamn mess, and I was like, yo, she looked like she was in there. She's on the stage shaking, voice cracking, rocking while sitting in that chair, didn't know what she was. I was like, bro, she acting like somebody after her, bro.
Her last 4 albums and shit, her last song that she did, I Look to You and shit, that
Yeah.
shit was giant shit. I fucked with that though.
Yeah, man.
You know? But Michael Jackson and especially that nobody said that was, I don't know who, that's stupid shit.
Yeah. The Prince's death didn't make no sense. That was abrupt. And Michael Jackson, I'm sorry, bro. Like the fact that man died in his house and they still was there was too many different stories, and the doctor himself, man. I was like, so basically, y'all just let that man die. Y'all didn't do shit at all. Y'all just let that man die.
Man. It's a little static. Yeah, that's static.
He said static?
Yeah, it's a little static.
No, I don't hear no static, but like, hold on 1 second. Technical difficulties, folks. Give me a second. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that sounds better. Are you still getting static on your end?
Nah, that's better. That's much clearer.
All right, that's a bet. That works. But yeah, man, it's man, there's so much that be going on, and we have to keep in mind what's going on at all times. I mean, even though in these difficult times with the whole COVID-19 situation, it's like, you know, life still goes on. Now, oh, by the way, let me bring this up. All right, for those watching on YouTube, y'all see I got this bandana on my head. When I go out in public, unless the store won't let me in without a mask on, this will stay on top of my head. Yo, I'm saying this specifically to my people of color, because I know y'all been seeing these videos, and I know y'all seen Dr. Oz with the bandana tying around his face like he's some sort of gangster. I'm sorry, black folks, other people of color, do not go outside like that, son. Do not. They try and get y'all. The police are still out there, and they still the biggest gang in the goddamn country. Do not fuck around and get yourself shot. Please don't give them another reason.
We all know the police is damn near the fucking extension of the KKK.
Damn near shit. Three quarters of police are white, and again, not saying I'm not racist, but 3/4 of them white, and at least 3/4 of them 3/4 has been proven to be, you know, KKK or whatever organization. I don't care what it's called. It has some sort of prejudice against people of color, and it's messed up. But I mean, ain't nothing we can really do about it per se, because you know what I'm saying. You know, people slide through the cracks in the system.
The whole time, like you know how it is with our people and shit versus the light skin versus dark thing. I'm like right there in the white, but I got my ass whooped by people more than most of our people. I'm in Southeast DC. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
like it's no joke out here.
I mean, bro, you know, bro, not to be racist myself, but you know, the people ain't seen you yet. But my joke on my brother Jason here is that if you never see his face, you hear his voice. This man sounds like he looks like every Negro spiritual ever sang. You hear the deepness in this man's voice.
I hate this nigga. I hate this nigga right now.
Like seriously, like I'm a big dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm about 6'2", I'm about 6'2", 325 and dropping, still losing some weight, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm a big dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big dude, but y'all hear my voice though. Man, Jason is like half my size, if not a little bit less, and his voice is so much deeper than mine. Like my voice pales in comparison as far as deepness goes.
I'm the same height as Tyson.
It's like you got the reverse Tyson. Like your voice reverse Tyson. It's like Tyson should sound more robust because of how big he is. He should have your voice. He should have your voice. Actually, nah, that would actually just be off-putting. Could you actually imagine Mike Tyson, as big as he is, sounding like Lou Rawls? That'd be.
That just make him even more intimidating, right?
It would. You know? It would. I mean, could you imagine actually getting your ass whooped to the sounds of Lou Rawls? You'll never find, as long as you live, Someone who, bam, right in the face. Down goes Frazier.
if I ain't noticed, we may be young, but we old school. So.
Oh yeah, man. We was raised by old school parents, so we can't help it. It's in us. It's there. And you know what I'm saying? Like Lou Rawls is one of my favorite singers of all time. Love that man to death.
No bull, man.
That's how it is, man.
We'll be making references to old people that made great music in the past, man. A lot of people.
Exactly. I mean, like, you got to admit though, like, could you actually imagine getting your ass beat to the smooth sounds of Lou Rawls?
I have got my ass beat by the smooth sounds of Lou Rawls. I've got my ass beaten by a particular caregiver. Wow, Lou Rawls is on with. So I mean.
I swear to goodness, yo, like that just made me think about it. It's like that's probably the worst line that a parent could ever drop. Like the worst line I ever heard a parent drop. Like I only whoop your ass because I love you. Hold the fuck up. So you telling me this belt and this spoon or this extension cord, whatever you decided to grab, which was close near you, you're hitting me out of love? What kind of love is this?
This is tough love. This is beyond tough. Let's make this clear. This is
even worse.
Tough love.
Even worse. Even worse than that. They hit you with the backup line. This hurts me more than it hurts you. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I can take some hurt feelings, but my ass is gonna be on fire for the next 3 days.
You know what's funny though? I feel more at ease when they hit me with the I broke your head and I take your ass out.
Exactly, because it's like you know, at least it's like you know what I'm saying, that sentence matches the pain. This pain that you give in my ass feels like you should just go ahead and kill me, but then you go ahead and confirm I'll take your ass out now. I said, oh, well then, feeling confirmed. Thank you. You get what I'm saying? Oh, so speaking of which. I've never told anybody this on camera, at least, or on recording, really.
Oh, shit.
But we all learn lessons in a certain kind of way. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story of how I learned what a rhetorical question was. Now, I had to be about 7 or 8 years old. For the sake of argument, we'll say 9. And honestly, I forget what I had done to deserve this, but trust me, I deserved it. The ass whooping, I mean. But my mother was so pissed off at me, and whatever I had done, apparently I went over the line, like way the fuck over the line, to the point where she was not only chasing me down, I mean she was running through the apartment with me. She ain't never ran through the apartment with me. Like she was like the Terminator, flipping beds over. Bro, this bitch moved the stove. Like, so whatever I did, this nigga, she could have killed me that day. My mother has never shown this kind of strength before, and she hasn't since. So she backs me into a corner and she starts whooping my ass as if she hadn't already been doing it. Every strike feels like she's like I'm getting closer to death. And she asks me the question. She goes, "Nigga, who do you think you are?" And I'm too scared to answer. Because I'm halfway crying. I can't run. She backed me into a corner. And the next thing I know, she goes, "Nigga, answer me when I'm talking to you."
She hit your ass with the thing.
Right? So the next thing happens is I go, "My name is Marcus Bennett. I'm such and such years old. I do this, that, and the other." She cracked the belt back at me. "Nigga, who said you could talk?" Now, I want you to understand something right quick.
You started giving interview answers.
I want y'all to understand something right quick. Now, I'm 9 years old at this time period. I have no idea what the fuck a rhetorical question is. I've never heard of such a thing. So when she tells me to answer her when she's speaking to me, and then when I start answering, she tells me who the fuck said I could talk, I went from fear to immediate confusion. And my eyes crossed in that moment as she continued to whoop my ass and ask more questions that I was not supposed to answer, apparently, because I kept trying. Folks, parents out there, if you got kids, please. This is not the way to teach a child which questions to answer when you're not happy with them. Because I didn't know how to explain this to anybody. And I didn't, because for fear, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was more afraid of the system than I was my mama. Because I take my chances. I wasn't about to tell nobody that I got my ass beat in total confusion.
I'm sorry. Repeat that one more time. You was more scared of the system than you were your mother.
Yeah, like I take my chances with my mama before I go in the system. Like I take my chances with my mama before I go in the system. I take my chances with mama, even though mama might actually kill me. I take my chances with mama first. I mean, because at least she would have the decency to end that shit quickly.
I guess, nigga.
I mean,
listen, fuck all that, bro. You already know my parents.
Yeah.
Take my chance with the system. You had that shit.
I feel you. I feel you. Trust me. Trust me. I know Mom and Papa Doc. I know. Like,
you said what?
I said, trust me. I know Mom and Papa Doc. I know them, man. Trust me. I've seen it in action with my own two eyes. I think I made it off pretty good with Mom, because Mom's only got at me when I really fucked up. Like, a lot of she let a lot of shit slide, but I had to fuck up royally for her. Bitch, nigga, she moved the stove. Nigga, she was moving shit in the apartment that was there when we got there that hadn't moved in 15 years. Shit was rusted to the ground. She was moving it with one arm like the Hulk, dog.
Nigga, that's the power of a black mother, boy. You smoke.
Nigga. I ain't been right since that day. Oh, and another ass whooping. Now understand something. Like I said, I didn't get a lot of ass whoopings, but I can remember every single one of them like it was yesterday. I only had to get my ass whooped by my pops one time.
What black child don't, bro?
Nah, I'm saying though. I mean, for a little troublemaker like I was, bro, I didn't get ass whoopings that often, but when I got them, they was like monumental. The first time and the only time my pops ever whooped my ass, son. He blocked me in my room. I didn't know the ass whooping I didn't know it was coming. He walked in the room, locked the door. I couldn't run. This nigga picked me up by my ankles, dog. My fucking ankles. Held me upside down and whooped my ass and dared me to cry. Dared me to drop a single tear.
Oh, nigga, my pops did that shit to me in class. Nigga, my pops took the damn ruler from the teacher's hand. This is like the first or second grade. Nigga, I was going to Brent Museum Magnet School and shit.
Nigga, I hear you. Bro, what make this worse is the fact that, nigga, I was like 12 or 13 years old. Nigga, I was damn near in high school. Like, I was damn near in high school when he did this. Like, it wasn't like it was yesterday. It wasn't like it was super childhood, nigga. This was like a good 20-something. It's like this is a good 20 years ago. Nigga, I was already his size. Nigga, I was looking at him dead in his eyes. Like same height and everything before I got taller.
Nigga, in my family, you get body shots. Fuck all.
See, the only reason he gave me body shots is because he kept in mind that he was older and Pops was a gym rat. Like Pops' knuckles was almost as hard as brass. So if he'd have hit me, it'd have been some internal bleeding. So he decided to just make sure I couldn't move and then whoop my ass.
Who's Pops in your generation? Knuckles wasn't that hard. What you talking about?
Nah, see, most of them had them knuckles. Most of them had them hands like that, but everybody wasn't a gym rat though. Pops was 7 days a week, no days off for like 30-something years. He like Pops just entering his 60s, and he just stopped going to the gym because he old. He don't feel like putting all that wear and tear on his body. Suddenly, he just now stopped this shit.
My pops he didn't always go to the gym. I mean, he went to the gym or whatever, sure. But he did more jogging than anything, but he did his like little push-ups, sit-ups type thing or whatever. But he was more of an ass whooping. Fuck all that. Like my man pushing 70, probably still pulling people out their own car.
Oh, I believe it. I absolutely believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
Papa Doc was a gangster on the low, man. I mean, he don't talk about it, but I mean, he don't talk about it, but when you look at him square in his eyes, you could tell there's a past there that don't nobody want to fuck with.
Hell no, dude. Like, I'm like, you know how you run into people that like they look at you, whatever. They don't even know you, right? You run into people and they're like, man, you look like somebody I know. And so you start like, you just, I guess you educated guess. You like, okay, you from my father's generation, my mom's generation. Let me just go ahead and ease your mind. You
Right.
wouldn't happen to know such and such, right? Yeah, yeah, how you know? That's my father. Oh yeah, yeah, you look smack like him and shit. Da, 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 da. Yeah, your father was yeah, he was a motherfucker.
He was a motherfucker.
He was a
It's terrible when
motherfucker.
that's the first thing you hear. Your pops was a motherfucker.
Whole time. I be hearing like little legendary stories of this nigga, man. And this
hmm
nigga, not just like I don't hear shit from him like the stories, right? It's from you feel what I'm saying? Like
hmm
people come to you, my man was fighting rights movement. This man was a vet. This man was a hitman. This man was a drug dealer. A pimp. This nigga did it all. He went to jail.
All right, well, let's not put pops on blast too much more, cause you never know who listening. But
Well, now I feel you now. This is his past. You feel what I'm saying?
like,
Like
I feel you,
right
but I
now,
feel you. But the past can come back sometimes. We don't need them kind of problems.
well, we talking about pops. Now, granted, you right. But pops past is afraid of his ass. You feel what I'm saying? Put it
And,
like that.
and nigga, anytime anytime your present and past meet and the past run and the past text tail and run is a problem. We
Yeah,
don't. Yeah,
his past is like, nah, fuck all that. Like
yeah.
my father, people would equate him to like a John Wick type motherfucker or something
Oh
like
hell
that.
no.
I don't think. Yeah, this shit was wild, like wild ass stories, dude. Him knocking niggas so hard that he knock them out their shoes under a car and shit. Like I'm like, goddamn,
Mm.
crazy, bro. I seen him do it myself and shit. Like it's just wild. So. But that's
Hey,
just that generation, man. That's how them word, man.
hey, I feel you. I mean, so I can't really say a whole lot about my pops. I mean, because military brat, all that good stuff. Which is probably where the whole
Yeah,
that's probably where the whole gym thing come from, for real, for real. I
whole
mean,
time.
that's just what it is. I mean, like like I never like as a grown man, I love him, I respect him. I still have a healthy fear of him though. Like I can never not be to some degree afraid of this man. And I'm supposed to be though. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the dude I grew up listening to. This is the dude I grew up admiring, and him and his father. So like anytime he says something, nigga all ears. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but as it should be, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't always around because, him and mom split when I was a baby, but, you know what I'm saying? He was never far,
But
though.
that ain't all your pop's fault,
Oh, no, oh, no, 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 it ain't. I mean, because, it really ain't because, my mom's is a pistol. But at the same time, it's like,
man.
I,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
love
Like,
mom.
yeah, I love mom too, but she could be a bit much all the time. But, I'm saying, I'm just saying though, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like Pops may not have always been here physically, but he was never far. Like I mean, like in distance, I mean, for real, like literal distance or like parameter. I mean, this man has always been living close to us. No matter where we went, he was like he was never more than 2 miles away from us ever at any given time. He currently still is. Like just in case mom needs him or if I need him or anything, he can get here like that. Like it's nothing. It's nothing.
You can't do nothing but respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's one thing I respect about my pops. Man. He made sure he took care of his kids. I mean, know the women that he was dealing with, and my sister and brothers, mothers, or whatever, they did see eye to eye with pops and shit. But he did what he can. So
Yeah, I feel
you
you. I
can't
mean, yeah. I
like
mean,
I know who my
that's
brothers and sisters is. We hang out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's grown man shit, though. It's like, whether it works out between you and the woman or not, don't really matter. You take care of yours, and those who those who would need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I say it straight. I say it straight out. When I say my pops, that's not my biological father. But if it wasn't for him, I would not have any bit of a family because I was rejected by my blood father's family well before any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, like, yeah, he my stepfather, but he gave me his last name. His father took me in, his mama took me in, that whole side of the family. Like, blood don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? I was accepted off the rip. I was accepted. Had it not been for him, I wouldn't have had any idea what a family is because on my mother's side of the family, like between all the personal hatred between each other and and the way drugs and the whole crack thing that happened in DC, all that between all them different things, my family got torn apart on mama's side, and you know it can get better, and sometimes it shows moments of getting better, but it never really gets there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have almost no association to that side of my family. I love them, I know them, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I might talk. I don't talk to them because I want to. I talk to a lot of them because we cross paths and I have to because that's my family. But you know what I'm saying? Like on my stepfather's side of the family, bro, I'll call them on some random shit. Hey, what you up to? You know what I'm saying? Just hollering at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, cause it's love right there. You know what I'm saying? And as I get older, my biological side of my family, we're beginning to get close as the old folks are starting to pass away. And though I wish I could have got a chance to know them a little bit better, um, we run out of time. So now me and my actual father are getting closer, and because I've always been closest to my brothers, and I'm actually closer to my stepmother than I am my actual dad. So
Right.
it shouldn't be that way, but you know what I'm saying. She was my access point to him. So I used what I had, and I just did that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to have her, be that access point. You know what I'm saying? Because
But your sister is a loose one too, right? Like she something wrong with her.
which one? What you talking about, Key?
No offense. Your sister, bro.
What Am?
Remember when you were like living with her for a minute?
Oh yeah, Am. Yeah,
And I was living with my brother.
yeah. You talking about Am? Yeah. So yeah, my sister.
And we got kicked out around about the same time and shit.
Yeah.
And she was like living down the street from my brother and shit.
Damn. Sure. When she damn sure was, bro. I mean, hey, look, man. We'd have
Over
been.
there, what, 54
She yeah
Road?
she was over there on Foot Street. Yeah. Yeah.
Because my brother was over there 54.
Hold up. That was hold up. Audio issue, right quick. All right, say it again.
Now I was saying like when my brother was living over there 54th in the road and shit.
Yeah.
All I had to do was y'all like just walk down the street. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to your sister's house and shit. But she could drive. I don't know. Man.
Hey man, I love my sister. I love my sister to death, man. But hey, we all got growing pains, and you know what I'm saying. Like, if there was a book to teach us how to be good parents and good people, trust me, we'd all be reading. We'd all subscribe to that shit. But I mean,
Granted, like so she was like nice to me or whatever, but
oh yeah,
I still under what you was going through and shit. Like I
bro,
don't know.
I've
I'm
had
like, except for all that, you might as well be living with your moms again, man.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like in a short amount of time, we've been through some ridiculous shit, but we coming out strong on the other end. Like it's not all for nothing. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if nothing else, when we get old, we're gonna have plenty of stories to tell. Why not start telling that shit, man? Like here's the deal. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to write. You know what I'm saying? I want people to know my story. But nowadays, I'm looking at these kids, man. All this technology, ain't nobody reading. Like what I'm saying? Ain't nobody. I mean, we still read, but I mean, like these younger generations, bro, they don't read, man.
They read more than we did.
They read more than we did, but they don't read like they don't read for real, like for real. All right, so you've heard but all right, so you've heard you've heard Gabrielle read. By the way, Gabrielle is like my little sister. So you've heard Gabrielle read. And that's just a goddamn shame. And they telling this girl that she reads on a sixth grade level.
Oh shit.
Exactly. If she reads on a sixth grade level, the fifth grade is fucked. The whole thing. All of
Like,
them.
dude, like my daughter, I told her to read the autobiography of Malcolm X, right? Do give me a book report. That's what we did back in like first grade, bro. Whole
Yeah.
time. So like I'm asking her, just read, read the book and shit. I gave her the same thick ass book that I got when I was in first grade and shit.
Right.
And so, what I'm saying. And so she was like, this is boring. And I can, nigga, what?
Ain't nobody. You talking about boring,
Yeah,
nigga.
so
Nigga, we don't read. We
shit
don't
that
read
killed
for
me though,
excitement. We
right?
read for education.
So this the shit that killed me though, right? Her stepmom said it with the hit me with the, she can't read all that and all that. I'm like, girl, hell no, you ain't about to tell me you ain't about to do this. You ain't about to do that to that girl. You're not about to
Yeah,
side with her, try to
yeah.
push her
Don't give her
around.
no excuses, dog. We ain't getting none. Don't give them none.
Baby girl, my granny, my daughter's situation and
Yeah,
shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So like, she needs structure, bro. Like, she
yeah.
needs structure and she
She
needs
craves it. She craves it. I mean, even though she can act out sometimes, but that's just her. That's her craving the structure. She needs it. She needs something to keep her busy.
yeah, son. Like, she need like, soon as all this corona shit starts, man, I'm do what I gotta do to get her in like martial arts class. Like right now, so her stepmom or whatever, wifey done got a like a little speed bag or whatever for the house, like a little one of them that stick to the floor that's
Yeah,
connected to like the little sturdy jump.
yeah.
So I'm teaching them how to throw a decent punch. Her and my son and shit. So she just, that I figured that would, give her a little balance, a little outlet or whatever. So after this corona shit, I'm gonna try to do whatever I gotta do to put her in like a little martial arts class or something, bro. Cause she needs it, bro.
I feel you. I
And then
mean, it makes
so
sense. It makes
the
sense.
thing about it is like, so wifey is like, hey, that might trigger her to want to use it and be a bully, and I'm like, no, man, it's for discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you teach her the right way along with what she's learning in the class, she'll be alright. Like,
Yeah,
she gonna go to something. She gonna be one of these martial arts classes or boxing or something. I'm not playing with this girl, man. She needs her discipline and structure, bro.
absolutely. I mean, plus, I mean, like there are rules that come along with that. You know what I'm saying? So she, she's not gonna want. One thing I know about her is that she don't like to be in trouble because she knows ain't nothing good coming when she get herself in trouble. So if you give her something
She
that
don't she don't like to be in trouble, but she like to get in trouble. So like when you ask her after she done did something,
it's the
after she
activity.
done did something, she gives you the most craziest answer ever, son.
I,
Okay, and she lying.
oh yeah, cause if you look her dead in the face, if you look
I
her
know
dead in the
that she lying.
face, and that's the thing. Like she has a hell of a tail, and that's how you can tell. Like the thing is like she likes to do the activity that'll get her in trouble, but she doesn't like the getting in trouble part. So when she goes to tell you what happened, that the lie that comes to her head, like you look her dead in the face, you can see her thinking. She goes and her eyes start going left and right because she's thinking it's like. Come on now. Oh, don't
Right.
do this. Don't do this, baby. Oh, damn. I don't. You're making it worse. Just tell me the truth.
And the thing about it, right? Like for instance, like my parents, right?
Right.
My parents think I be bullshitting or something. The stuff that my daughter do, I haven't even told my mom's, my pops half the stuff my daughter got been did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the stealing shit and all the stuff, laptops and all this shit. Like, this shit is wild, right? So,
Right.
and for those who are out there that still trying to figure out what the hell I'm talking about, my daughter is ADHD and she has postpartum distress. So she has that and probably more likely something else. I'm not trying to, a lot of people might get on me talking about put your daughter business out there like I'm T.I. some bullshit, but fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I love my baby. I didn't go through a custody war for nothing or go to get behind bars with this girl for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I,
True
I'm
shit.
not
You
trying to
true shit. You went to
credit
the mat
her
for
or
this
none of
child.
that, but I'm just stating the facts and trying to find a way to deal with the issue or,
Yeah.
make the issue work to her benefit or better. You know what I'm saying? So right now, she she ain't got no medicine. You know what I'm saying?
I
For
feel you.
that particular situation. So
Yeah.
right now, the
Yeah,
only
because healthcare's
person
fucked
that
up.
can really handle her
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody else can handle her stepmom, especially her biological mom. I
Uh,
think they out for that.
that's a
Her,
story.
her,
Her biological mom. That's a story for another time, or maybe never, because that's whoo, goddamn. But yeah,
we get on that later, but
yeah, that's for another
her
episode.
biological mom's sister, her grandmother on her mother's side, my parents can't handle her. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents are in denial about this shit. Like that's my baby. We can handle her. This, that, and the third. No, the fuck you can't.
See,
If you don't got,
that's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of parents that do that to these younger parents, they feel like I'm gonna say we because I'm part of that younger set though I don't have no kids. They feel like we don't know nothing because we're new at this, but it's like yeah, we're new at this, but you were new at one time too. And though you may have had someone to listen to, we listen to y'all too. The thing is, y'all think y'all can still do it. If y'all up in y'all 60s and 70s and damn near 80s, y'all can't keep up with these kids. These kids are more disrespectful than we ever could have been, and they got balls like bro, they got balls bigger than fucking mangoes, dog. Like I don't understand this shit.
these new generations, son. After us, these motherfuckers ain't scared of shit. They not scared of no police dog, no nothing. They
Exactly.
police dog and you. You
I'm
got a bad.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. We had the fear of God, the fear of grandparents, the fear of parents. Hell, our older brothers and sisters scared the shit out of us with their war stories because they was here before us. It's like these kids just don't understand, like like what respect is, and it's not just because you can't teach it, but like so part of it is just kind of ingrained in you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to have this innate fear of your, respectful fear of your parents, because that's
And
mom, that's
not
dad.
just
They do anything for me. I don't want them to stop loving me the way, things of that sort. I mean, like, you shouldn't be afraid of that, but like, you should be afraid of putting anything like that in jeopardy. These kids just ain't scared of shit.
they not, bro. Like for instance, so my daughter stole from me and like her stepmom, and
Hmm.
she stole from her biological mom, but she stole from like aunts, uncles, and all this shit, right?
Yeah, she got light
So
fingers, man. She
my
got light
daughter
fingers.
came out and admitted to me and shit was like, yeah, I didn't want to get in trouble, but yeah, I took something from Papa and Nan. That's my folks and shit, right? My parents.
Right.
And so when I tell my parents or try to confront them, she didn't take shit from us. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you don't know. It's like, this little nigga has the manipulation skills of a fucking 35-year-old lawyer or something. So I'm like, no, you about to this nigga here. No place, man. She used to be a spy. I'm trying to tell you.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I've seen her in action. Hell, she's tried to pull that on me before, and I just look her dead in the face and say, okay, look, you can pull the wool over anybody's face you want to. I ain't for the shit. I ain't for it. Gabby used to try to get me like that too. And the good thing, here's this thing I love about the way they coming up, both her, but both Jada and Gabby. They're bad liars. They're horrible liars.
Dude, they can't handle shit.
Nothing. I mean, and I used to tell Gabby this all the time. I said, I'm glad you're not interested in law because you would not be a good lawyer. Lawyers have to be able to lie
Hell,
to the point where it's almost like they're telling the truth. Like you
that's
have.
ironic. This nigga wants to learn law. Ain't that some shit?
The good thing if she learns law, not necessarily become a lawyer. If she learns law, she'll know what to look for.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She wants to learn law strictly on the basis of trying to learn how to get around it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I know my daughter's playing, but I know her better than
that's yeah,
Jada. Like,
that's that criminal shit. That's not good.
you know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I'm not saying that like I wasn't no fucking angel or nothing. I know I did some shit. I
Yeah,
know I didn't,
yeah,
fucking
we all have, we
leave.
all
I know
have.
I stole something before, but God damn, not to this extent, motherfucker. Yeah,
I mean, like she's actively looking for ways around shit. Like, hey, well,
yeah.
technically they can't arrest me because I didn't do this part of the God. Hold on, time out. Is you really doing this right now, baby?
No, I'm gonna tell. Look. When CPS took my daughter away, son, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So okay, this is way before This is before we went through the court thing. I got it back, whatever. But
Right.
CPS worker, like she's still in phones from her vagina. The CPS worker calls me and said, I don't know how she got into my phone. I don't know how she got my phone. Let me get this clear. Like she took the phone from while I was driving. not my purse.
Mm.
Because keep the purse between the two passengers, the two driver seats and shit, right?
Right.
So she was
In the
like, when she
console.
took the phone out of my purse or whatever, unlocked the phone, bro.
Damn.
And she got an iPhone. My iPhone
Yeah.
ain't too hard, ain't too easy. Crap. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. If you don't know the code, or if you don't know the code, or the or how what like
cause they face thing.
Yeah, the face scan, like, damn, like, I mean, all I got is a number code.
The iPhone had the face scan, the thumb scan, all that shit.
Yeah, like, that's all I got. I got the finger, and I got the number codes. That's all I put my phone on. I mean, I don't need nothing else. I mean,
they got the finger, the thumb, the finger, the face, and the number code, all that shit, right? So this nigga goes through her phone, and she said, Mr. Doc, she was in a site that she wasn't supposed to be on, and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, nigga. I said, I want you. Because I told the CPS worker, I said, look, you may not like me, but you're going to understand what the fuck I'm coming, like, where I'm coming from, right? I said, I'm going to advise you to keep your purse. If she in the back seat, keep your purse in the front, like, passenger seat, like, on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she was like, don't worry, Mr. Doc, I have this. Because she's like, this was some, like, CPS worker that uncultured, right? Don't even know nothing about our people and shit, like, as far as, like, the area, right?
If it's the same one I remember seeing, she ain't know shit about nothing. She was just like, hold on, real quick. Does it bother anybody else that most CPS workers don't have kids, but they deal with kids regularly? Does it bother anybody else? Like, real talk. Like, does it bother anybody else that most CPS workers not only don't have children and they aren't parents of any sort, but they feel like they can just decide when to take yours from you?
Oh no, not even that. They just knew they're either that or they're pregnant or just about to have a baby.
Exactly. I mean, still, like, being pregnant doesn't make you a parent yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not saying they don't know better. I'm saying you can't tell somebody how to be a parent if you haven't had the experience. Now, I'm not a parent myself, but I've been raising children since I was 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, I've been changing diapers since I was 6 years old, holding babies, burping them. You know what I'm saying? Babysitting, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, mostly girls. Now, I mean, when it comes to raising boys, I should have an advantage being a male, but I ain't never had to change no little nigga's diaper before. Well, no, I have. Never mind. Because Ethan, I've changed his before.
I done changed male, female diapers, cousins, little nieces, nephews.
Exactly. So it's kind of the same thing. Like you've had the parental experience before you actually had children. So it's like,
don't let it be.
Yeah.
You got kids, right? This is it.
I mean, and like I said, like, right now, like I said, I'm not a parent, but you couldn't tell from the way from the way these kids be responding to me. You couldn't tell. Like, if mama say something, then they may or may not take it seriously. But as soon as I come upstairs, everybody gets scared. They want to scatter, and everybody want to scatter like mice, because they know not to play them games with me. I come upstairs and it's a problem. It's like, oh shit, oh man, we done woke Dada up. He about to whoop everybody's ass.
That's the bullshit. Like, that's the difference between me and my kids dealing with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And they know, like, as soon as they hear dad or hear somebody gonna call dad, they straighten up a little bit, for the most part. So, like, that's the shit that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing, I'm glad we got that, because it's a feel for respect, but at the same time, it's like, it shouldn't be that bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't be deployed as a weapon. Sometimes I want to be the fun person, but because whoever else is a parental figure is so soft, I can't be that person. Like, again,
I can't be that person, son. That shit it's irritating as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the funny thing is they try their best no matter what and all this, and it just doesn't work, bro.
It really don't.
It don't work. And then the CPS standards, they like, hey, we believe the kid first. So
nah.
we believe the kid first. You do this trial, this case, and all this investigation shit, and you find out that, hey, the parent wasn't lying.
Well, see, that's the thing. See, like from my standpoint, you already know this, but folks, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. While I do want to have kids one day, I do plan on doing it. I'm going in with a game plan, a mindset because I've already raised children before. Here's the deal. From what I put together, children are natural born pathological liars. They'll do some shit, and then they'll do some shit. They'll get themselves in trouble, and
Right.
they'll say whatever it takes just to make sure that their ass gets off clear. That's it. It don't matter what it is. They'll blame somebody else. They blame something else. They'll give you any old reason. If you're gullible enough to fall for that cockamamie ass story, maybe you should get yourself psych evaluated because you as an adult should have more sense than that. Why are you believing these? Why are you believing these children? Children will say whatever it takes to get them out of a situation. If they feel like they're in trouble, even if they're not, they feel like they're in trouble. They say whatever it is just to get off the hot seat. That's
And
what they
then
do.
after they get out the damn situation, they let you know that yeah, that's why I told you this. It's because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Exactly. So like now, a whole nother situation has occurred where we got to go back and correct all this. But the problem is now we got to prove because especially if you're dealing with the system, now you have to find a way to prove that this kid is now telling the truth as opposed to when they lied before, and make it because the first thing they're gonna try and do is try to make it seem like you influenced them to say that they were lying. It's like yo, you can't win with them, and it's all because people want to believe the child first. That's why I cross-examine immediately. Star can't get away with nothing. Gabby definitely can't get away with nothing.
And then look, that's the bullshit, right? Like when I was going through the whole trial thing or whatever, right? The whole, at one point after she done went through like 4 or 5 like different foster parents, right? They finally decide, hey, your parents, after listening to me finally, your parents is a good pick for, you know what I'm saying, to, for your daughter to go to and shit. I'm like, I've been told you this shit, right? So it don't matter, right? So my father and I at this time wasn't on the same line because I don't know what they were telling my father. They was telling my father, hey, I was abusing my daughter, this, that, and the third. What I don't give a fuck. I don't know.
Right.
So then my father he was like, "Hey, come over to your daughter and shit. Come over to my daughter." And so she had just got in trouble that day. And whether or not, the fact that she's with my folks right now, the school still calls me
Right.
and let me know when my daughter's fucking up. Because that's the only way, and put me on the phone with her, it's the only way they can get her to calm down for the rest of the day.
All
You
right.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So, all right, cool. And so the school was like, Mr. Doc, hey, we know you didn't do this, that, and the third, blah, 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 whatever. So I go to Pops and I confront my daughter about the situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at this time, the CPS worker's like, well, you need to see your daughter today. Maybe your words can get her to do this, that, and the third, and not do this, whatever. So my pops is so on the up the ante and shit because of what they may have told her or told him and shit. Because they're telling him something totally different, telling me something totally different.
Right. Right. Right.
So all right, so first thing I do is like, hey baby girl, this that and the third. So I need to talk to you about what happened in school today, this that and the third. So she's like, well, I did this and I did that. And I'm like, well, you and I both know that you didn't do this and that. And then the first thing pop out of my so you always trying to accuse her and always side with everybody else other than her. And, you know what I'm saying? She didn't do that. And so me and him damn near fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
And my daughter crying and shit. But my father, he don't understand the whole situation with my daughter. Like, he don't understand the severities of how the level of and degree of what she does and what it does to other people. Like she puts not just herself in trouble, she manages to put other people in trouble that weren't even involved, bro.
Yeah.
On
And
how
yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
and
I don't understand why they
not
believe the
just 2
children.
people, bro.
I
It
don't
could be
get it.
like 7 people, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like this right here is the reason why they try like in court to not have children on the stand because children are going to say whatever it takes to get them out of the situation. They feel like they're in trouble. They feel pressure. They're gonna say whatever about whoever, and now you gotta try to defend yourself. Of course, you're gonna sound guilty because now you gotta try to defend yourself because you're like, the hell this kid is saying? Why are you believing this child?
Well, see, this the thing, right? I told them straight up, like I'm not. First of all, I'm gonna let you know, Your Honor, that you can take it as you want. You can take it as disrespect and that, but I'm a grown ass man. I ain't got time to lie. So let me leave it at that, and let me let that sink in first. I said, furthermore, you know, whatever you want to ask me, I'll give you the complete honest truth. So did you chastise physically, discipline your daughter? I said, yep. And what matter in a way, I tore her a little behind her. Or, in court, I couldn't say that. I
Yeah,
had to say,
yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Different
had,
terms.
I gave her a spanking.
Yeah,
I gave her, I physically disciplined her. You know what I'm saying? Type
yeah.
thing. I couldn't say whipping. I couldn't say, tore her ass up type shit. I couldn't say that shit.
Of course,
So,
yeah, of course, you're in court.
I had to use the interview voice and all that
yeah,
type shit.
the terms that you use matter in court. So it's like, I know what you mean, though. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, in order for your child to have a good life going forward, they have to know that there are consequences and repercussions to their actions. And if they don't know that, they're gonna continue down that same path, and they're just not gonna get no better. That's a problem. That's the problem with this current generation. It's just too many. For some reason, it got to a point where when the government got into your household, it's like they got into your household. The kids are aware of it, and now the kids have the upper hand in the sense that they know that they can get you in trouble faster than you can whoop their ass. Because it's like I don't understand why that happened, because like that's stupid, because now we got a problem with these kids being hella disrespectful. And I can't. And the thing is, as much as I don't like the fact that they're so disrespectful, I can't blame them for being that disrespectful, because if we had that kind of power, I'm not sure we would have used it to this extent. At the same time, it's like I remember the first time I came home and said something about 911, or calling the cops on my mother. You know what she told me?
That shit ain't work.
Oh, the first thing she said to me was, "Nigga, you better make sure there's a body bag when they come, because one of us ain't making out of us, ain't making out of here." And she should have said, she said, I got 36 years on you, little nigga. I will stomp a mud hole in your chest. So go ahead and call the cops you want to. Make sure there's a body bag, because you're not gonna make it. And you do know I never called the cops a day in my life for no reasons.
Well, let me tell you something. Either you gonna get that response, or you gonna get the shit my mom said. My mom said, "So there's the phone right there. Now, if I don't know how fast you can run, but if you get to it, you free to call. If you don't get to it, I don't know what to tell you."
See what I'm saying? Like, parents can't do that no more. But actually, no, sorry, parents can do that, but they're afraid to, for fear what
Well,
their
that's
kids will say
because
outside of the house, outside of the house.
it's because of the misunderstanding of what what you can do as far as discipline. Like, for instance, granted, I don't want to have to discipline my daughter.
Of course,
But when it
nobody
comes
wants to.
to, I had this thing where when it comes to when my daughter does something to detriment her, that puts herself in jeopardy or puts someone else in jeopardy,
Right.
she gotta get her little ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that bullshit. Because,
It's like
for
shock
instance,
therapy. It's like shock therapy.
remember that time my daughter dragged her 3-month-old cousin down the flight of stairs, down 13 steps,
Yeah.
and it was that
Mm.
carpet. It was that hard ass carpet.
Yeah.
It wasn't the soft carpet. It's that carpet that gives you that friction, that rug burn off the brake. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Take some
So,
skin off. Yeah.
go ahead, my bad.
No, I was saying, yeah, it's the kind of carpet that takes skin off. Yeah.
It takes skin off, shit, right?
Right.
This is a 3-month-old. My daughter, she's 4, 5. You just saying. So I'm like, all right, she does that over a damn toy. You understand? So I'm like, hold up.
And
First
that
of all, you weren't even supposed to have the toy.
and that's some petty
Well,
shit too.
well, Kayla said I can. Kayla said I can have, like, play with the toy, or whatever. Say I can have the toy. She said have. Excuse me. I talked to my niece, and she says, well, no. I said she can play with the toy. She can't have it. She can play with the toy until I get back home, type shit. Right? All right.
Right.
So, my sister in law was like, well, I didn't want to tell you because I knew you was gonna get on her ass. I'm like, nigga, I'm surprised you didn't get on her ass. It's your daughter. And she
Right.
dragged down the flight of stairs.
Right.
I said, are you
Exactly.
serious? I'm like, are you serious? She said, I separated her, put one on the couch, And she said, and she still dragged her off the couch. My daughter got off the couch, the other couch, dragged her off the couch on the floor again to drag her on the same carpet. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So that's vindictive right there. That's
like
that.
it's like so somewhere along the
Oh
line,
my God.
it's like somewhere along the line we learned. I'm sorry, somewhere along the line we forgot that it takes a village to raise a child. To raise one child, it takes a village. And
Nah, nigga, that's because we let these. Excuse me, I'm not trying to say. And granted, at the end of the whole thing, my social worker, the final social worker that I got stuck with, she wound up being kind of cool in the end or whatever. But
right,
she in the beginning she didn't understand, and it's people like her that the way she was in the beginning that doesn't understand how talking with these CPS people, the government, put in our homes to try to tell us how to raise our kids. It's wrong. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's
You'd
wrong.
rather tell me, so I'm raised off you say or speak or even look like you about to hit or talk smart to moms, you gotta get hands. It's no,
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? It's no, no lip you can give to make it, any sweeter. You gonna have to take these hands. That's just how the bottom line is.
exactly.
So, so when my sister-in-law finally told me about that and shit, I took my daughter downstairs. I confronted her about the situation. I talked to her, whatever. I let her know, look, not only you gonna get me 5 push-ups, but you gonna get your ass whipped.
Yeah, makes
You know
sense
what
to
I'm saying?
me.
I'm gonna have to. I gotta tell you that ass.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Now
Yeah,
I can give her like a little mark on her like left cheek or whatever, right?
yeah.
And then when I realized there's a mark on her, I stopped, put her in the corner for a minute, calm myself down because I didn't want to hurt my baby to that extent.
Absolutely not. And that's why I
So
say, I mean, this shit don't come with no book. I mean, there ain't no instructions for this shit. Like, is everybody has to learn as
no,
they
not
go.
even that. Not even that. We got worse when we were kids. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Like this
uh,
ain't shit.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no book that comes with this shit. Like everyone's got a learning curve, and you know what I'm saying. Like like that's the part about being a parent that like all right. So I understand how you feel because like now I'm moving to the point where it's like okay, whenever I have to get on Star about something, and Star's like 5 years old, she'll be 6 later on this year. Um,
And right there.
like right, I'm saying like anytime she gets out of line, I gotta go upstairs, and I've been using my hand this whole time, and it's getting to the point where I feel like the hand ain't good enough no more because she getting wilder. She getting more disrespectful. That's cool because I'm a big dude. I got strong hands, and I try my best to not hurt her for real. But it's cool. I'm not worried about that now since she's shown such disrespect. Now I'm like, cool. We've graduated to the belt. Not a problem. We graduated now. You know what I mean? Because like her disrespect level has risen ridiculously in the last, for real. I ain't gonna lie. In the last 30, 40 days, like since this COVID-19 shit started, in the last 30, 40 days, bro, she has become disrespectful to the point where it's like I'm ready to kick this child down the steps. But I'm not
But
gonna
you
do
know
that.
what? That's mom's fault though, bro.
I mean, it is mom's fault, but it's like I'm also being deployed as a weapon in the house. Like I have to get involved with mama. Like like it's getting to the point where mama will literally be all the way upstairs, and she will call me. And like she doesn't call me on my phone. She will literally like scream out for me, and she be like Dada or Marcus, and I gotta go upstairs, and now I gotta be the bad guy, cause see now she gonna try and run, hide under the bed or some shit, and you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst part is if I get on her, moms will straight up say, "Don't be that harsh. Don't be that harsh."
But she just
Like
don't call me up here.
yeah, I'm like, don't be that harsh. How about you show like a little bit of aggression? Like she needs to be afraid of you the way I used to be. Be
Bullshit.
like,
We done
like
softened up over the years.
I mean,
You know what I'm
I understand. It's like she's more in grandma mode now. But even still,
saying? That don't
like
mean shit,
I
bro.
mean, yeah, I understand. Like even still, like back then our grandparents didn't play no games. Like yeah, they want to say yes, and we the grandbabies and everything, and that's great. But don't cross that line because grandma will grab that dirty ass mop and whoop your ass with it straight up. I mean, she would shove that bitch down your
Bullshit.
throat. You know what I'm saying? Like she will put you back in your place if you step out. Well, moms
And
is
that's the
like
thing, like my grandmother. like my grandma's granite is way different from yours, but she still pulled my behind up. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Like my grandma was one of the grandmas where she didn't cuss, bro. She didn't cuss.
Oh,
She ain't say
my
much.
my grandma cussed like a sailor,
Like
still do to this day. She cussed like a sailor.
right.
Hold on,
Back then,
still keep a bottle of vodka in her room just in case.
right. So like in this generation, either you gonna have the grandma that cuss like I said, or one that don't, the sweetest pie. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah,
my grandma, she was one of the ones that always was baking and shit, and she, you know what I'm saying? She was sweet as pie. Like everybody knew her, everybody loved
damn.
her.
My
She
grandmama
never
can't
said
even cook.
nobody. And when she talked, everybody shut the fuck up and listen type shit.
Exactly.
But
Oh
the
yeah.
whole time, she put them hands on you if you got to a certain line. But she was
Exactly.
able to talk to you before it got to that point. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And I think I brought my grandma to that point maybe at least 3 times, bro, that I can remember when she had to pull out that big ass thick red belt. And I wasn't the only one. Like it
The
was me, and maybe like three other were I guess her favorite
Well,
friends, and
see, the crazy thing
she
about my
take best
grandmama
friends.
was the crazy thing about my grandmama was she never used a belt. She had this series of sticks she would use, and it didn't take
Yeah,
much.
the
It
slick
didn't
stuff.
take. Yeah, I don't know, a series of sticks. Like the worse you were, the harder and the longer and the different the material would change what the stick was made of.
Yeah, that's that's the old school Southern.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, like, so,
yeah,
like, depending on how bad it was, like, what I'm saying? For starters, she had a ruler, a yardstick. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But, like, then, if you got, worse than that, she had this, I don't know what it was made of. I think it maybe made of bamboo. But, like, and then she covered it in tape. So, because the one time she hit one of us so hard it splintered. So just so that nobody would get infections from the splinters, she would just cover it up with tape and continue whooping our asses with it. And if you got worse than that, she had this metal bar that she kept around, and no one ever got that damn disrespectful. But we saw the bar move a couple times, and we was like, that's like when she picked that one up, she get to swinging it. It's like, okay, all right, everybody, close the door, lock that motherfucker. Don't like if we got the nigga, we jumping out the window. I don't know, we not getting
you
hit by
got
that
it.
jump. But like,
Grandma, I'm sorry, I shut the fuck up. You got it.
shit,
You
you,
know what
you
I'm saying?
you said that from behind the
Oh,
door.
like
You said that shit.
oh
You
no,
said that shit from behind the door, and you don't open that joint until you get hungry enough to risk it all. But that's about it,
on
though.
the bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? You stayed behind that door. You turned the TV off, nigga. Niggas took naps. You know what I'm saying? Niggas took naps out of fear. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But like, I mean,
You was gonna take a nap one way or another before the ass whooping or after. Ain't no running.
I mean, and the thing about it is now she old, but she's still just as mean as she ever was. I mean, nowadays she's more shit talk than anything else, but she still got that cane. And if your head ain't on a swivel, she'll take your head off with that bitch. She sure enough will. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. I remember my grandma had, I don't know if my cousins, if they listen, I don't know if they remember this shit. But grandma had like this switch, bro. I don't know if it was, it was
Ooh,
like, it looked like it was braided, bro.
nigga,
I
that's
don't know.
nigga. When you said braided switch, my
Right.
nigga, that took me back to when I was a kindergarten teacher. Yo, I remember Miss Curlin. Yo, she was not just my teacher; she was also my babysitter. So anytime I got in trouble in school, which I was really prone to do, I would get it double time. She whooped my ass in school with the switch, and she had this braided switch in her in her desk that she kept just for my ass, just for me. Nigga, I used to get in trouble on the day. Nigga, I didn't see recess until first grade. Nigga, what is recess? Nigga, I didn't go outside. Nigga, I was too busy in the corner
No bullshit.
holding my ass cheeks from getting whipped. You know what I'm saying? And
The only
nigga, I went to
chance
a
I really
church
got
school, and that was my
to
teacher and my babysitter. That was crazy.
the only chance I really ever got to really go outside mainly is when I was with grandma.
Nigga,
That she used to let me go, play in the background, like play in
nigga,
the backyard or whatever. But
nigga,
my folks, them niggas ain't let me do it. God damn it, though.
nigga. The only reason we got to go outside, me and my cousins can go outside when we was at grandma's house because she wanted to get us the fuck out the house and out of her face. It was really more
You
so.
don't need
It
to.
was really, it wasn't no nice shit. It was like, get the fuck out my face. I'll call y'all when dinner ready. Don't come back in this house until dinner ready. Like, damn.
Yeah,
Like, damn, grandma, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, nigga. I mean, come on, man. Can we just get a glass of orange juice? Shut up and stay out here.
bullshit.
Stay out here.
Especially when
You
you got the house and shit.
know what I'm saying?
It's
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? Send your ass outside with a flat basketball and a jump rope that don't halfway work. Nigga, make something happen. Be creative.
But look, the whole point though, right? Like, so I made baby girl go back upstairs and apologize to her cousin and her aunt and everything and shit. But then, you know what I'm saying? Still, CPS got involved and shit. Shit was so stupid, son. Like, I'm like, well, I mean, do y'all grasp what my daughter did? What, have you been trying to get her there? I'm on a waiting list, trying to get her treatment, therapy, and medicine and all this other shit. I'm on a waiting list. You gonna help me out with that? One trying to help me out with that and that, right?
Right.
So, it, so the bullshit is, it wasn't until I got involved with a female where, which is now their stepmom, where they started like making it so, oh yeah, okay, we'll bump you up on a waiting list type shit.
That's
You
that
know what I'm
bias.
saying?
Yeah, that's that bias bullshit, and that's why we
That's
trying to
that
tell
right.
everybody, man. It's
And
it's about having a mother figure in the house because women are naturally more nurturing than men. At the same time, it's like there's two sides of this. There's a whole side that women can't necessarily handle that a man has to be there for.
and that's the shit, right? And this the bullshit. This is when I was still dealing with like the whole custody shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so I was going through the custody shit, and I could every time I went to go file some shit at the court, and this is up for Marlboro, you know what I'm saying? The Sons of Confederacy courts, shit, right? This
Yeah,
is when I was living in Maryland at the time.
go on that jump with no
Way
chance
before,
to
you know
win.
what I'm saying, before I moved back to DC and shit. So when I would go in to file something, that's $125 to file this. And shit. I'm like, what?
Niggas
Send
ain't got
her
that
in
kind
there.
of money, man. Niggas ain't got that kind of money.
Nigga, look, send her in there, nigga. It was free or $25. How the fuck? What?
Exactly. This shit don't make no sense.
It made no sense. Like, she didn't even believe she thought I was bullshit until I went there with her and shit. Like, she was like, okay, I believe in this, that, and the third. I'm like, this shit is stupid, son. What, how? Like, I don't get this shit, man. This
Yeah,
shit's so fucking loud, man. So, dealing with that is ridiculous, man. Now the shit, like, I'm glad I don't have to do that to her. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Now I've just been giving her push-ups and shit, mainly. Like, little exercises and shit.
Yeah, I mean, cause she don't want exercise for real, so it's like it's all good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry
She
about
hate
it. Don't
she
worry.
hate having to do push-ups in front of her classmates and shit. Like she hate that the most because she don't want to feel embarrassed. Like she start bawling out, tears out and shit. Like she hate that the most. Having to apologize to everybody for acting like a fucking clown and all this other shit.
Hey, it's hey,
Like that's the thing she hate most. So.
hey, look, bro. She gonna be all the better for it. It's all it's gonna be. Like everything you went through, everything that you got to do right now. She gonna be better for it when she's an adult. She's gonna be better for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be like and if she's not, it's not gonna be for a lack of trying on your part. You did what you were supposed to do. You raised her right, but she still gotta do her thing as when she becomes an adult of age, and what I'm saying, apply what you taught her, apply what you instilled in her. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean that's good and dandy. But if I don't got everybody else that's like in her family that's on the same page with me, it's not gonna work. Which is why shit ended up like it did in the beginning. Like nobody was with me. Like everybody was trying to fight me. You should let her be a child, let her be
Man,
this, that, third.
that's the same shit mom. That's the same shit mom be saying about Star, and I'm saying, okay, that's cool, that's cool. No, let's do what you
Right,
say.
but yeah, but
Let's let her be a
look,
child.
this
You know what I'm saying? Let's let her be a child and fuck everything up, and
fuck
then
everything
you know what I'm saying, and then let's try to do some damage control after the fact. How about we do that?
up. Stupid
Oh
as
wait,
shit.
it's too late to do damage control. We're already behind, and now she doesn't take
Let's
nobody
do
seriously.
let's do and at Star's age, my daughter was like spitting in my parents' face and shit. Licking
Shit,
them and shit.
Star is just barely, Star, like Star is Star like to push your buttons. You know what I'm saying? She knows what gets to you, and she'll do it. It's like for her, it's like the thrill. I'm gonna do some shit I know I ain't supposed to do just to fuck with you, and I'll deal with the trouble after the fact. And guess what? When I'm done with that, well, I'll be back. Don't worry about it. She be planning that shit out. It's the kind of child. It's the kind of child that will look you dead in your face and say, "I'm about to go piss in your bed," then proceed to go do it, blame somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then when you catch her, shit, throw the dirty drawers in your face.
It's the bullshit, right? So like, she's spitting in my parents' face, like she's spitting smooth in my mom's face and kicking my mom in her fucking face and shit, right? My mom, and we talking about my parents. My
I
mom don't
know.
let no shit
I'm
like that, right?
yo, I'm real with you. We talking about mom and doc. I'm real with you, bro. I'm surprised Jada is still breathing.
Son, my mom brushed that shit off and was like, oh, she's just a baby. Nigga, she's
see
a whole
that
5-year-old. What are you
see
saying?
that see now that's that grandparent shit I can't stand. It's like, yo, had
I
I
hate that shit,
it's like yo, had I done that, bro, I'd have like I never that'd have been the last thing I ever
man.
did in life. That'd be the last thing I ever did in
I,
life.
I wouldn't be able to talk, bro.
Like, wouldn't be able to talk, bro. I would not be talking to you now, nigga. I'd have been dead at that age, in the ground, the dirt. Mom be in jail, my mom be in jail serving
My
a.
whole neck would be, my fucking abs would be out my fucking body, bro. Like, it's
I feel you.
tripping, yo.
I feel you.
You want to spit on people. Nigga, you out your fucking mind. You know that's assault, nigga. You know what you could do with assault, right? You could defend yourself. So I feel like I
Exactly.
should see fit to defend myself. Come here, little nigga.
Biological warfare. Chemical and biological warfare.
Right.
The fuck.
So look. While in the process of my daughter spitting in her face, I'm asking my mom, I said, what would you do if somebody spit in your face? I'll fuck them up. I'm like, so
The granddaughter just did
what would
this.
you do? What would you do if I spit in your face, mom, and I was 5 years old? I'll fuck your little ass up. What you mean? I said, okay. So what would you do if I kicked you in your face and knocked your glasses off and broke them? I, you would be trying to mend my glasses up while taking the ass with me. What are you talking about?
The hypocrisy.
Okay.
The hypocrisy.
The, the hypocritism, boy.
Hypocritism. Never in all my years of niggerdom have I heard this word.
Never.
And that is a word, people. I made that word up years ago. Niggerdom. That's a word.
Niggerdom.
Niggerdom.
Hey.
It's something that only applies to nigger. That only applies to niggas and Negroes, black folks. That's for us only. I mean,
nigga, that shit applies to any nigga.
I mean,
bro.
it has evolved. Now it's just for all people of color.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like that reminds me of the time that I learned that Tom from Tom and Jerry was black. I didn't know it because the first time we ever heard him speak was when he sang that ignorant ass song, "Is you is or is you ain't my baby."
I fucking hate you. Oh, God.
I'm just saying.
By Louis Armstrong.
You damn right. I was like, bro, I didn't know Tom was black. Damn. Like, if anybody was black, I thought it was Jerry or Spike the dog. I thought one of them was black, but nah, Tom. Damn. Like, I mean,
Nah,
he
nigga,
came out with the vocals.
I knew Tom was black, bro. I knew Tom was black.
How? How you know Tom was black?
Tom was black from the get go, bro. Because you know why? Because we always trying to chase something while something chasing us. It's always.
That's true.
Despite the dog. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell people, man, a lot of black people, we don't, a lot of us don't like cats, but we more like cats than anything. Think about it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, now that you put it that way, in terms of Tom and Jerry, Tom always chasing. It's kind of like a metaphor, you know what I'm saying? Tom always chasing Jerry, like Jerry is basically the metaphor for a better life, trying to get ahead. We Tom, as people of color, and Spike is like the system holding us back and fucking us up along the way.
Whole time, son.
Damn, I ain't never thought about it that way.
Like we're like lions, bro.
Yeah.
It's always, not to say that we be camping and all that. We try to do, but whole time like it's like.
Cause it ain't easy.
It ain't easy. It gets a little greasy, but we're more, especially as black males, man. We more because of the type of woman we grew up with, dealing with, and was raised by, we know how to treat almost every woman of
Exactly.
any color with grace and elegance. You feel what I'm saying? We know how to treat them like a lady and shit.
Absolutely. This is
And
100% true.
like a lion. You know what I'm saying? A lion know how to. He can't just bullshit with no damn lioness, because she'll fight your ass too, nigga. Fuck around.
Nigga, fight. Shit, rip his balls off if he ain't careful.
No
Shit.
bullshit.
Shit.
It's not like the hyenas. With the hyenas and shit, the female's the alpha. She fuck with her if you want.
Mm-hmm. But
Shit crazy, man.
I think that's gonna do it for this episode because we about an hour and 40 in. So that's our first episode. You can catch us.
God, that's an hour and 40.
Yeah, nigga, it's been a minute, right? It didn't even feel like it's been that long. Nigga just feel like we on the phone, right?
Bullshit, bro.
Hey, yo, like
nah, we're gonna have to do the video face to face thing or something at one point.
Oh yeah, I mean we will, but I gotta figure out how to record that first. I mean, I think there's a way, but I'm not entirely sure. But this right now, this works for the moment. You know what I'm saying? This will work for the moment. As long as they got your voice and they got a small visual.
I'm not really pressed. I'm just saying. I know at one point it's gonna have to happen.
Oh, absolutely. And when it comes, we'll be ready for that. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? Like right now we on broke boy mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing what we got to do. We working with what we got. You know what I'm saying? It's like Wale said.
We try to be like Tyson, have our own studio.
You goddamn right. As a matter of fact, right now we doing like Wale said, doing what we got to do. Fly in the restaurant, still in our Nike boots, my nigga. We still doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we doing what we got to do, son. Like, make this shit work. Like, do what we as black men do best. Make some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Work with what you got and make it happen, dog. Exactly. Improvising, son. You know what I'm saying? Improv all the way, cuz this is what we do. But we're going to catch y'all on the next episode. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for chilling with us. And if you made it this far, again, hit us up in the comments. We're going to leave links to our Instagrams, possibly to our Twitter. So if you want to hit us up, you know what I'm saying? You can catch us at any given time. We do respond. Well, I respond all the time. He'll respond whenever he can. And since y'all listening and watching, again, why not talk about something that y'all want to hear? Get our perspective on them things, and we'll talk about anything.
Any questions y'all have, or any subjects y'all might want us to talk about, feel free to let us know in the comments.
Absolutely, because nothing's off limits. I mean, we were just talking about kicking babies down steps and getting punched in the face by Tyson. So I just let y'all know I ain't shit. I ain't finna get punched in the face by Mike Tyson with or without the knuckles. That baby gotta go. I'm kicking it. It's field goal, baby. It's gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I kiss it before I kick it. I kiss it before I kick it.
In his right mind, that's bigger, stronger than Tyson will ever be, will take that hit, bro.
I ain't taking that hit. Shit, I kiss that baby on the way. I kiss it before I kick it, and I apologize to the parents.
Nigga, Big Show ain't taking that hit.
Hell nah. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it works. So we'll talk.
Wilder and Tyson Fury ain't taking that hit.
All right, let's not talk about the bronze bomb. Let's not talk about the bronze bomber, man, because like he really let me down with that fight against Tyson Fury. Whether Tyson Fury cheated or not ain't the point. This nigga came out with a 45-pound headdress on, and then blamed that for him losing.
Yeah, that's tomorrow's subject right there.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Subject.
Exactly, that's tomorrow's subject. So hit us up in the comments and give us something to talk about. Peace. We love y'all. And right before we leave, we're gonna play a little bit more Anderson .Paak instrumental. We got King James here. Here it is.